Leon Jennings here from Asian Persuasion MMA. I'm here with Colbey Northcutt Daniels, who competes on the one on TNT 4 card coming up. Colbey, how are you? It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. I'm doing great. I'm very excited to be fighting on such an awesome card.
Oh, I should say happy birthday. I believe it was your birthday earlier this week.
It was yesterday. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's okay. So if we haven't spoke to you since I think it was the end of 2019 when you made your one championship debut. Since then, the world's gone a bit crazy.
Right.
How was your 2020 sort of as a whole?
I mean, it was a lot different than what I anticipated. I was expecting to fight, 3, 4 times last year. And obviously that didn't happen. I was scheduled to fight for March of 2020 and then, got a notification and a call that obviously the world is kind of just, put on a pause. So that was a little bit crazy. And then specifically being in California, Southern California, the LA area, that's kind of like a hotbed for COVID. And so gym shut down, my own personal gym shut down. I have a karate school with my husband and we had to close for several months. So kind of navigating through this new way of living was, kind of like jumping through hoops, but we got it all figured out now and are making the adjustments that we need to. And this year will be a good year. I'm planning to fight multiple times this year and kind of, make up for last year.
What are some of the positives you could take away from last year and everything that happened?
Yeah, great. Focusing a lot of time on growing and getting better and making me better. A lot of drilling, a lot of one-on-one training, a lot of studying, and just taking advantage of the free time that I have to work on myself. So I feel like a lot of fighters can say the same thing. Even with gyms being closed, I'm still fortunate enough that I have my own personal gym to train at with a big open mat and then a husband that trains as well. So training together, and it's been a blessing in disguise.
After you won your one championship debut, you said it'd be a dream come true to compete on the same card as your brother Sage.
I
That's
did.
happening now. How excited
Mhm.
are you by that?
I mean, I'm super excited. We haven't fought together on a same card since we were both amateurs. So it's been so many years since that's happened. So I'm really looking forward to being able to not only fight alongside him, but to be on such a monumental card with one breaking into the US market. I think it's huge. So I'm very, very excited.
I guess he won't be drinking milkshakes in front of you this time in fight week, like in Singapore.
No, he did that last time too, which is funny. Um, no, he won't. But we will have a big celebration after and go get some afterward. But I mean, it's been an awesome time up here training with him and alongside him, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
You just kind of you just kind of mentioned it. How excited as well to compete on such a historic card and in prime time US. I guess friends and
Yeah,
family would better watch your fight at a reasonable hour
right.
this time.
Yeah, that it's huge because I know that one has been talking about breaking into the US market for some time now. So to be on a card of this magnitudes, I'm very, very fortunate and blessed to be on such a card. But I'm very excited because now, I mean, I think the biggest thing that I had to get adjusted to, and then all of my friends and family here in the US, is the time difference. So when I'm fighting, they're having to be, awake in the middle of the night, 3, 4 in the morning to watch these fights live. Now it'll be live on prime time on TNT. And so anybody and everybody can watch. So I'm so stoked.
I bet. In your main event, you've got Ongla and Song taking up entirely big dash like light heavyweight title. Are you a
Mhm.
fan of Ongla? Obviously,
I
here in
am.
Asia,
I
particularly in Oman, he's a
am.
huge
Yeah.
star.
No, he's been a great champ, and I am definitely rooting for him to get that belt back. It's going to be a really, really great one.
We said it's been a while. It's been almost a year and a half since you last competed.
Right.
Although there's been hurdles in the way with training, is anything particularly you've worked on in that time? Any particular improvements you're going
Absolutely.
to
I
see?
mean, I obviously I'm confident in my striking and I feel confident in my jujitsu game. But one thing I've really been focusing on in this camp and then time away is my wrestling and my cage work. At Training Lab, we have Mark Munoz, who is obviously, I mean, his name speaks for himself, fantastic wrestling. And then all the guys down there are great. So I've been focusing a lot on that. And then obviously up here at Alpha Male, it's a wrestling based gym as well. So I'm getting at it from all angles and trying to fix all little holes in my game, because these opponents I'm facing are only going to get tougher and tougher. And Savannah Em is going to be a real test. It's going to be somebody that I can kind of showcase how much I've grown as an athlete in every area.
Talking to Savannah, what are your thoughts on her as an opponent?
I think she's going to be a great opponent. She's the next step up that I need to not only show that I'm facing harder opponents, but to show that I'm getting better as an athlete and to test myself. I think stylistically, she is the complete opposite of what I am. Height-wise, everything like that. She's a shorter grappler, and obviously everybody can look at us physically and can kind of play out what they think the fight will be. I'm a longer striker who want to keep it on the feet, and she's a shorter grappler who want to take it to the ground. So it'll be a great fight to see who is better at what and can use their advantages the best. So I'm excited about this matchup.
And you've got similar matchup, or your brother's got similar matchup in Shinyaoki. How do you see that fight playing out?
I mean, obviously, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but obviously I think Sage is gonna, have this one, and I'm rooting for him. Shinya is obviously, he's a former champ, and he's an incredible athlete and competitor, and has been in the game for a very, very long time with a lot more experience. So I think it's going to be a really tough test for Sage, especially coming back after 2 years. But, he needs those kind of tests, and he needs those kind of opponents, and one's not going to go give him anybody that's, anybody light, So I'm looking forward to him kind of redeeming himself and showing everybody that, hey, he's not going anywhere.
How excited are you for him to be returning? Obviously, it was a long journey back from his one championship debut. Frustrating to sit out. Now he can finally return.
I'm very excited. I think that this time away with COVID was a good thing, because he was not only able to get more healing and more rest, but he was able to train and kind of slowly work his way back into things as well. And he's been training extremely, extremely hard these past several weeks that I've been up here with him. And it's been awesome to train alongside him and kind of see how things work here up at Alpha Male, because, he does live here in Sacramento and I do live in Orange County. So now that I get to be a part of his camp, it's really cool to see.
And lastly, how do you envision your fight going down on April 28th?
I mean, obviously every fighter is going to say they get the victory, but I'm specifically looking for a knockout finish. I mean, I want to utilize my striking. I would be happy with a finish in any sort of way. W is the plan. And it's going to be very exciting.
We can't wait. Good
luck.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good to see you again.
Good seeing you too. Have a great rest of your day.
And you. Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you.